Now, we all hear the stories of fear. We all hear the problems that are going on in the stories that we are allowed to see through apps like this, through conversations like ours, through creators across these social media platforms that actually do get ways to get information to us, even if it's short term, before it's taken down and or banned. So pay attention to those creators and automatically go to other platforms and look them up. Revolution Washington is on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are on Patreon. We are on Blue Sky. We are across all platforms. And if you want to help us get to where we all need to go, you go to those platforms and you go to those creators, because we are getting our asses kicked. But we are here as a family. I don't think it should be a resistance, but it has to be. Because all we want is what's right. The biggest lesson of this tour for me is an example straight from Venice. Small businesses all over Venice were wiped out by the flood. Right after the flood was the pandemic. So the big companies like Gucci, like Dolce, like all of those companies that I did all these videos about, took the real estate with government subsidies. Not the small businesses that built the city in the first place. That's also a worldwide problem in different variations. But that was one of the most painful things in the world that I learned on this trip. And the candid conversations that I had with people from all over this world, including Russia, including Ukraine, is eye-opening. We need to focus no matter what. No matter how much you don't like a person because of whatever reason, we need to focus on the fact that we are all world members. We are all citizens. We are all one big worldwide family, even when there's family infighting. It's time to open the lines of communication however we can, to have conversations with people from different countries, from different areas, from different political parties, and explain to them, talk to them, but most importantly, listen to them. And if you ask the simple questions that you're upset about, like, is the Trump tariffs affecting your economy? What does it look like in 6 months? What's paining you now? They will give you not only a laundry list of details of things that are really affecting them, very much like the ones that affect us. And we don't know the levels of their stuff, as they don't know the levels of ours. But we have an easier access to options of information to give us the opportunity to actually weigh out what you actually believe to be true. Otherwise, these areas like Afghanistan, like parts of Europe, are limited to 1 or 2 stations or 3 stations, and they're all owned by the same damn people. Again, the intake of information is what you base your perspective on. If the intake of your information is so limited, your perspective can't be that broad. If your experience in life falls on a certain limited subject matter, just because you're still alive doesn't mean you're an expert in all matters. Right, Dr. Jackass Trump?
Well, my uncle was a doctor, so I'm brilliant. It's in my blood. I know more about...
Remember all that? He knows more about everything. Yeah. He was a C student who actually had to buy that C with a couple $1 million. Sorry, edit that out. But the one thing I recognized, they see through it. Most of them, oh, I've been attacked. There'd be a media station somewhere in the States saying that I was assaulted by a tree and I should press charges. Call this law, you know. If we step back from all the bullshit we've been fed and we only focus on what we know is right, not just for our family, but for the people around us, for the country in general. All of the past fights, all of the past political failed discussions, all the promises of politicians in the past that put us where we are in every country. All of that really doesn't matter if we all get together and say, this is a problem now, fix it now, delete the past. If Trump can delete anything he freaking wants from history and or facts.
Alternative facts. You know, when I saw a lot of people are talking, and, you know, people are coming up to me. Big men are crying, thank you, Mr. Trump.
Are they freaking really? Show me. Yeah, that guy. Everything he says. Because they got one hell of a good marketing campaign. They have the best producers and writers for the Trump show. The Trump show that we are all inadvertently sucked into because he had bought and negotiated his way to a TV show, hence evolution to getting picked on by various people, including Obama, inspiring his ego to go nuts, you know, I'm going to run the president. And yeah, thinking of money, I can, anyway, yeah, he's not self-serving at all. Everyone sees that. All over the world, everyone sees that. Clear as day. With the limited information that I've noticed they actually get, because it's a very quick cycle. And it's not really as up-to-date as what I'm used to. So trying to keep up with stuff in America is, so it's an effort that they're dealing with their own shit, so I understand. But brings me to my first point. The basics of what we all want is identical worldwide. Why can't every country stand up and say, hey, all that bullshit before, I know we're all pissed off at different reasons, hit the delete, let's start right now so that nothing can be blamed on anything. What are we working with? What goals do we have? You know what I mean? Start with the understanding that we've got to reset and fix the stuff now. Whoever has to work with who to make it work, great. No one makes money because it's not about making money. It's about serving the people. It's serving the public. The people who are in power shouldn't be making money off of their offices in any circumstances. That's why we have the Emoluments Clause in the United States Constitution. That's why it's there. That's why those laws are there in every way, shape, and form. That is what Trump has been sued over 4,000, now 6,000 times. We have the access to that information, but trying to look it up here, there's a wall. And it trips me out because that is one of the freedoms we have as Americans. But the freedoms they assume we have, we are having either already taken from us, like accounts getting banned and stuff like that, or some form of censorship in one way or another. Which is why I urge everybody to follow everybody you like on all platforms across the board and contact those creators. Reach out to them and say, I'm here for you if anything ever happens. Here's my email. Keep in the loop. Even if they don't answer you back, they one day they will. You have no idea how crazy it could get. So let's all collectively step back and recognize one simple thing. Stop getting angry. Stop making assumptions about anyone around you. Stop looking at things through a political lens and start looking through things at what's best for the people around you and you. That's it. That's the only perspective we need from every single person globally. And if we can have every single person globally say this honestly, answer to that question. Everybody, I guarantee you 75% of the time it is the exact same worldwide. I guarantee you. Test it out. Come up with a question. See what you come up with. Shoot me the question. I will put it out there. I'll make a video on it. Let's build that bridge of communication across the pond in every direction. That's what we need to be working on right now. That's what we need to focus on, whether we like the way someone walks, talks, acts, dresses, or whatever. The mission is the same. Who cares what it's wrapped in? I don't care what it's wrapped in. I care about the core of a human being. I don't care if I like their hair. I don't care if the car they drive. I don't care about any of that shit. How is their heart inside? I don't know where that came from, but I don't know. Anyway, who are you? Reach out to the others. Who are you? What do you believe in? Who are you? Talk, communicate. Don't prejudge, don't assume. No matter where you are in this world, the people are looking at the same things you are, just from a different perspective. Their perspective, again, is based on the information they're fed while forming their perspective. So if they are short on the information, it doesn't make them stupid or slow or anything. It means they don't have the information. They may not have access to it. Not a personal problem. But understand, we want the same thing, which is all we need to stand united, shoulder to shoulder, coast to coast, sea to shining sea, across every pond in every direction. That is all we need. I need to ask you, each and every one of you, that's what the Revolution Washington family is about. That's all we are looking for. So grab the communities near you. Let's unite and recognize we are all in this together. Recognize we need to stand united. And no matter how weak we feel, and no matter how hopeless we think something looks, and how alone we feel in our pain, this tour has taught me we are shoulder to shoulder. Stay diligent, stay educated, be kind. Because we are all in this together. And there is a fight to be had without violence, armed with kindness and facts. Let's start with what we agree on. Everything else can come next. But even that is a hell of a lot better than where we all are. That's what we need to remember. God bless.